Okay, we're getting close to the end of this whole series, 15 out of 16. So it's important that you watch these or implement these in order. So this is number 15 out of 16 steps. So 15 is always strive to get to the next level. There's always a next level. And this is something that even if you see other people achieve such this great thing, okay, there's always a next level above that. Okay, and that's where comparing yourself to others can limit yourself, because you achieve what the other person achieved, and then you kind of like, well, that must be the highest limit possible. There's always a next level. There's always an improvement. Like you see athletes and stuff like that, like, people were stuck at, I think it was they were never able to get under a 4-minute mile or something. And then once one person did it accidentally or whatever, then all of a sudden everybody like, oh, that's possible. Then everybody else started doing it. It was just like this mental block, I guess, of achievement. I don't know all the details. That's just an example, but so you can understand what I'm talking about. You look at taking things to whatever next level it is, whether next level of quality, next level of value to other people, next level of virtuous behavior, next level of whatever the case may be. Let's say you're just a parent, you're a stay-at-home parent. Well, what's the next level of, because the kids are going up to next level constantly. They're always constantly growing and expanding. So you have to constantly grow and expand and try to, accommodate them as in a productive manner, so they can grow up and be, the best they can possibly be. So taking things to the next level it's like you can do it in steps. Okay, so if you ever like walk up a flight of steps and the steps are like really far apart, right? It's kind of harder to kind of push yourself up from one step to the next, versus you have a step that has little tiny steps. Okay, sometimes you have to have like this little tiny step at a time just so you can get past this certain parts. Sometimes you take this giant leap. Depending on where you're at, what you're doing, you're able to adjust the steps, adjust the levels in which you climb. Sometimes it's the massive step, At first it may be just tiny steps, and even if you have to take a step, stop and take a breather or whatever, you want to make sure that you're constantly pushing and pushing and pushing to take those steps up, even if it's a millimeter at a time, whatever it takes to go to. If your next level is 1 millimeter up, then go up 1 millimeter. You constantly push, and that way it'll become easier. It won't be such a hard thing once you get the mindset and the motivation to do it. Once you're motivated and you have all these things, everything starts to come together, and you're starting to implement these steps, and then you gain traction on, you're feeling better, you're looking better, you're getting more income, you're helping more people, you're just overall better life. You feel better, and then you're like, well, shoot, I want to do more. So that's where the next level is. There's always looking for that next level. Write down ideas all the time. Always keep a pen and paper near you, next to your bed, in your car, wherever you go. Have a pen and paper on you, so that way you can write down ideas. Just write them down. If you have an idea, write it down. Ideas are great, but you have to implement them. So if you can't implement them, if you forget them. So it's important to write down as many ideas as possible, put them together, cluster them together, expand on them, whatever you possibly can, to push yourself on all those different levels. And you'll see it'll help out a lot.